Hello and welcome back to our Scratch programming course. So, in this video we will learn about the operators block and see the blocks of the operators block. So, first let's talk about that. What is the use of the operators block? So basically, the use of the operators block is that it is used to do calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. It can also join two sentences. So now let's go and see the blocks of the operators block.
So, to start with the operators block menu, first what I'll do, I will go to the operators block. So now let's start with the first block. So the first block in the operators block menu is this +1. So this basically is used to do addition of the two values. As you can see these two empty spaces. So if I fill it here, suppose I put 8 and suppose I put here 5. So now if I run it, can you all see it said 13 because the sum of 8 and 5 is 13. And I can also say the value that say 8 plus 5 for 2 seconds. So it will say 13. And also what I can do, as addition, I can also do subtraction, multiplication and division by using these blocks. Multiplication, this is subtraction, multiplication and division. And also I wanted to tell you all a shortcut that when I will right click here, so now instead of taking out these blocks, I can accordingly change the sign. So if I click here, the sign became minus. If I click here, the sign became multiply. And if I click here, it became division sign. And if I run it, wait, I'll put this block when flag clicked, so it will tell me the value. And also I had an idea that what we can do, we can take the user input and then add two numbers. So let's make two variables. First is number 1 and the second is number 2. And now what I'll do, I will make a script. When flag clicked, it will ask us to enter a number and then it will set the first number, means the number 1 variable, to the answer whatever we'll put. And then what it will do, it will ask us for the next number. So ask enter another number, then it will set the number 2 to the answer. And now what we can do, we can say the sum plus, using this plus block, say number 1 plus number 2. So now let's run this script. So the first number is 5 and next is, wait, I'll put it again. First number is 5, then it is 6. So can you all see it said 11 because the sum of 5 and 6 means the number 1 variable and number 2 variable was 11. And also what we can do, using this same script, we can also perform subtraction, multiplication and division. So now let's see the next block. The next block is pick random 1 to 10. So basically this block is used to generate a random number between the specified range. So now the range is 1 and 10. That means the numbers that it will generate can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 because the number will be generated in this range. So I will show you all. I will say pick random 1 to 10. So can you all see, first it said 7 and now it said 10 and now it is saying 4. So it is generating a random number. So the next block is this block. This block is the lesser sign block. This block is basically used to check a condition because it is a boolean block. So it checks a condition if here in this, suppose I fill a number 6 and 2. So it will check that if 2 is greater than 6, and if the condition becomes true, it will set the value as true, else it will set the value as false. So let's check the So let's check that what is the value stored in this. So say 6 is lesser than 2. So it is saying false. Why? Because 6 is greater than 2 and this condition is false. So using this we can also check conditions such as equals to, that if a number is equals to another number, and also the greater condition. So now let's see the next block. The next block is this AND block. So basically this block is used to check two conditions at a time. So in this block what we were doing, we were only checking one condition, but in this block we can check two conditions at a time and also more than two. And how we can check more than two? So I can do this and I can put many blocks here. So now let's see that how we can check two conditions. So to check two condition, what I can do, I can go when flag clicked, if, I will use this if block, and now what I'll do, if I will check the first condition, that if 2 is equals to 3 and suppose 5 is equal to 5, then the sprite should say hello. So now currently if I run the script, the sprite will say nothing. Why it is saying nothing? Because in this we are using this block and we are telling the sprite that these both conditions should be true, because we are using this AND block. That means this condition should also be true and this should also be true. But what is happening here, that this condition is false because 2 is not equal to 3, but this is true. So 1 is true and 1 is false. That is why the script is not running. And to run this, what I can do, instead of checking both the conditions, I can check only either of the condition using this OR block. So this OR block basically checks either one of the condition. So if I put these both conditions here, if 2 equals to 3 or 5 equals to 5, now the script will run. Now the sprite will say hello, because in this one condition is true and one is false, and it is checking either of the condition. So it will check only one condition, and if one is true, it will run this. So now let's see the next block. The next block is this NOT block. So basically this block checks if this condition, the specified condition, is not happening. So if suppose I make a script that when flag clicked, if not 5 equals to 5, then say say 5 is not equal to 5. No, 5 is equal to 5. I mistakenly said that 5 is equal to 5. So now if I'll run it, the sprite didn't say. Why it didn't say? Because I wrapped this condition in this NOT block, and what is happening, that it is checking that if this condition is false, but what is happening, this condition is true. Yes, 5 is equal to 5, but it is checking that if this condition is false, then only it will run this, but this condition is true. That is why the script is not running. So now let's see the next block. So the next block is join hello world. So basically this block is used to join two values. As I said you all before at the first, that the operators block menu can also be used to join two sentences or two values. So if I run this block, can you all see it said hello world? Why? Because here we are joining two values. The first word is hello, the second word is world. So it joined both. And also what I can do, I can join two variables also. So if I put here variables number 1 and number 2, so can you all see here currently number 1 is 5 and number 2 is 6. So what it will say? It will say 5 6 means 56. So now let's see the next block. The next block is letter 1 of world. So basically this stores the value of the position of the letter of a specified word. So basically if I run this, it will say W. Why it is saying W? Because this block is referring to the first letter. As you can see here, 1, the first letter of this word. So the word is world and its first letter is W. So that is why it is saying W. And if I write here 5, that means the last letter. So it will say D. So the next block is length of world. So basically this block stores the length of a value. So the value is a sentence, not a sentence, it is a word. The word is world. So now this will store the length of this word. So it will store how many letters it has. So now it has 5 letters. So it will tell us 5. So the next block is mod. So basically this block stores the remainder when we divide two numbers. So basically if I fill these, here 3 and here 2. So now what will happen? It will divide 3 and 2 and it will tell us the remainder. So if I divide 3 and 2, so the remainder is 1. So it should tell us 1. So can you all see? It told us 1. So this is the use of this block. So the next block is round. So basically this block is used to round off any number. So if I fill the value as suppose 16, so can you all see? It told us 16. So it rounded off. And now the next block, means the last block, is square root of 9. So basically as you all can see, we have so many calculations, and here I can put a number. Suppose I put 27. So it will tell us the square root of 27, which is that it told us. And also I can check the floor. So the floor of 27 is 27 and the absolute value of 27 is also 27. So we can do various calculations using this block. So for example, sine of 27, which is this. So now we finished with the operators block menu. So now we are only left with this one block menu, which is this more blocks menu, and after that we will do many projects and have fun. So please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Share this video with others, and also comment down your views about this video. So thanks for watching.